I was about 5, coming up to sort of 5.5, and they said they're looking for boys our age. This was the modelling agency, so we went to a big hotel like this, walked into a room full of kids like this, I suppose, and they've interviewed us 500 at a time. At the end of the interviews, I was sort of a little bit forward, went and introduced myself, and he just said, come to the next one. So, still thinking not really what's going on. We've gone to the next one, and Dick Donner said, you know, I'm going to pick you up, I want you to go crazy, you know, really, really crazy. Okay. So he picked me up, so I whacked him, split his nip, and he got the job. That was it. Simple.
Everybody's asked me, what do you do now? What's your vocation?
Right, well, I did another film, so we'll go from there and go forward.
Certainly.
And that was in Paris called Gauguin something or other. I've never seen it. It went straight to video, it panned. And I was about 10. And then after that, I just went to school, normal kid, took exams, went and worked in the city for 15 years, trading futures, a bit like your Chicago Board of Trade. And then left there and bought a chauffeur company, which I've had for 3 years, and that's what I do now.
Wow. Well, we feel very fortunate. This is your first U.S. appearance?
First US appearance.
And what's the fan reaction been like?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I like a lot of the people that are here myself, you know, so I can sort of, I think it's good.
We have any questions from the audience?
Did you ever get made fun of after the movie came out?
Oh, yeah, just constantly. It was all right for about, when I was 5, no one saw it. But when everyone got sort of 10, 11, 12, they started. They didn't stop. I had years of it. Even now, it just keeps going.
Was there any reason, probably is a reason I've never read it, about you not being cast for Omen 2?
Yeah, it's just a massive age gap. I mean, the sequel came out really quick, maybe, I don't know, a year, 18 months afterwards. And obviously I was only 6.5, 7, so that was that. Yeah, I mean, this is something that everyone asks, and to be honest, I can't tell you in depth. But I mean, I used to, you know, hang out with him. I'd just go and knock on his trailer and sit down, even when he was tired, and I was just like, come on, you know, 10 minutes. And he was, you know, cool. He was never moany, he was always had time for me. And same with Remakes, she was the same. We used to literally, you know, go off set and spend an hour with them, just, you know, playing around, I suppose. And they were great, really good. Gregory Peck used to send me a Christmas card every year. Straight, for 25 years he did it.
There's so many terrifying scenes. As a child, were you frightened by any of the, especially the animal interaction that y'all had?
No. Of course I was. I was 5.
A tough guy?
They got a baboon. They got the alpha baboon, stuck him in the back of the car, gassed, with a soldier with a gun. I was shitting myself. Of course I was scared. So that wasn't acting. That was me petrified. They poured food all over the top of the car, and when the baboons see the alpha male in the back, they went mad, ape shit.
Literally ape shit.
Yeah.
More questions?
That's Andy, I've got a hangover, can I go now? No, well, none that I can remember. I mean, I think that was all a bit, you know, one minute my sister's going for a modelling job and the next minute they're saying, oh, your son's in a film. I mean, they wasn't, I suppose they knew, they must have read the script and said, well, fine, but I don't think they was so aware that, you know, it was going to go like it did. So, not really, not that I'm aware of.
Was it true that you had a hard time getting other gigs after that because of the movie? You were kind of getting stereotyped?
Well, it didn't really go like that because when the movie was finished, I was, you know, when it came out, I was 6. And there's not much of a movie industry in Catford. So I had to go to school and just, you know, carry on. There wasn't much for me to do. There wasn't loads of kids' films. So it wasn't so much like that. My mum and dad would have loved it if I'd have sort of really gone for it and came out here and studied, but it just didn't really appeal. I don't know why, I just didn't. Yes?
Has there been any negative impact on your life from that role?
Yeah, well, They say there's this curse thing. It's not cursed me, because, you know, I'm here earning money, it's great. It's the devil looks after his own. But other people have been really fucked up about it, apparently. You know, I've had some spooky things which, if you're going to be 30 years looking for 666, you're going to find it. You know, it's going to be in a restaurant bill, phone number, the first house ever bought, estate agent's last digit, 666. I mean, there's a lot of it there. But the only one that sort of really took me aback was my wife was pregnant with her first child, and we went for a second scan, which they do, and they tell you the due date, the birth and everything. And the woman went, "Oh, hi, yeah, it's going to be a boy, and the due date's the 6th of June. I went, "You're joking." And to her, obviously, it meant nothing. But even my wife was looking at me going, "This isn't really that funny." But, you know, thankfully, it was the 20th of June, and it was a girl. So, what can I say? I don't know.
Keep them coming, these are good.
No, go away. Are we done? Oh.
Sorry. Were you surprised at how well it did? Or maybe how popular it became?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is, yeah, it's very surprising to be here today. I mean, it's great for me to travel and, you know, it is good. I really like it. And I'm surprised people go on about it, remember it. It's a shame there's not some more people alive from it, because I think it would be sort of better for it as a sort of, I don't know, going sort of thing. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm just surprised it's kept on going and it has been successful.
We could bring in some baboons or something for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
Yes, sorry. Do you know what? Not massively, to be honest. I've watched most of the major sort of horror films, but you know, I wasn't ever really massive. I don't know. I mean, in England, it's not such a big thing as this. I mean, out here, it's just crazy. You know, I've never seen anything like it. The queues, you know, some of the people, it's just horrendous. You know, not horrendous, but just huge. I'm just, you know, surprised. I think America sort of lead the way with sort of horror fans. You know, that is your sort of thing.
How do you kind of process when somebody comes up to you and pulls up their sleeve or, you know, shows you a leg, and there you are at 6 years old as a tattoo? Have you had? I know you've had that happen.
Yeah, no, it happens. I just think you weird person. You know, what do you want me to say? Some girls come up, she's gone, "Oh, can you sign this?" "Yeah, sure." She goes, "Look at my neck," and it's there, and I'm just like, "It's great." You know, what can you say? It's just weird. Yes. Yeah, I was in it. They rang me up and they said, "Oh, hi, we're doing the remake of the film, you know, come to Prague." And I was like, "Not really, I'm busy." And they said, "Oh, we'll give you like $250 a day." And I just went, "No, thanks, but don't bother." And then they said, "Well, what will you do to go?" And I went, "Well, if you'd send me and 5 of my pals to Prague for the week," I said, "We'll go." So that's what they did. I had 5 days in Prague with 5 of my mates. It was great. One day filming though. Oh. Was that a question or that was a horn? Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, I just think it's really hard for remakes to compare themselves to. They've got really nowhere to go unless it's, you know, better, and very few remakes are better. You know, I can see why they do them, but I think they're just better off doing something new. You know, I just think it's too hard for him. You know, but I feel sorry for that boy because I think he did well, but a lot of people say he didn't, and you know, it's hard to say. You know, so that's that on the remake, I suppose.
It's interesting that you're a little protective of the other Damian. That's
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I just think he's not really got much of an upside. He's got a lot of torment to come, man. I mean, that's for sure.
Have you had any opportunity to talk to them?
No, I mean, I didn't see him when I went out there. I met Liv Shriver, and I was basically one that, I don't know if people know the scene, but the ambassadors coming out, and they really stitched me up because I had a hangover, and he said, "Oh, we're going to give you a line." I went, "Oh, great." So the first line was, for one person, "Have you seen the papers?" And the next one was, "Oh, was it suicide?" And there I am at 4 o'clock in the morning with a hangover, and they go, "Oh, Mr. Ambassador, do you think this is going to have any effect on your ability to..." I was like, I've got a hangover. I just wrote it down and read it like 30 times every time. And they was like, "Can you act?" I was like, "No." I just read it. So that was just, they really did stitch me up. And all day I was in the scene for like 5 seconds. It was like 5 in the morning till midnight. What a waste.
What advice would you give to the youngest Damien you got to visit with him?
Well, if I had met him, I mean, it would have been nice to sort of have a chat. There's nothing I can say. I mean, he's probably going to want to be an actor. So, you know, best ask an actor for a bit of advice. I've got none.
Were you ever approached to be in any of the sequels?
Just too young. Just too young, I'm afraid. So I missed out on that.
When you finished the movie, how long was it until you actually saw it on the big screen?
The premiere, I went to the premiere. I can't really say that I watched it all because I don't remember. My dad says he took me out, but I'm not sure, you know, when the scary bits happen. I don't think he did. But it's so, when you're that young, even though it looks scary to other people, when you're there, as you all know, there's a million people when you're filming these things. It's not scary at all, apart from the baboons. That's scary. But, you know, it's cool. It's fine. Yes?
I just wondered, what were your memories of Gregory Peck?
Oh, I was just saying earlier, you know, he's just a really nice fella. There was just like a nice, normal, he seemed very grounded. It's, you know, not super clear for me, but, you know, as I said earlier, he was just a really nice lad. Yes.
You mentioned you had a hangover. What are you drinking here?
Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking everything. I've been drinking with him, he's been getting me drunk. I've been drinking, but it ran out in the bar yesterday, the beer they brew here, the Guinness with S, is it?
Shiner?
Shiner, yeah, but they run out. What sort of hotel is this?
It's a travesty. Were you able to be a kid on set? Were you able to play, or was it just? Do you have any recollection of the structure they had for you?
Well, I had a nanny, and she came in. She was really good. She'd let me work. I don't know what the hours were, 3 hours maybe. And then she would just walk in, pick me up, back to the trailer. She had transfers for me and little games. And I just stuck within them sort of guidelines. So they was really good for that. But it's just tiring, you know. It's a long, long time on sets. It's really hard.
There's so many iconic images. The shot of you in the graveyard,
Yes.
in your cap and
Yes.
everything. What was that like? Do you have any remembrance?
Well,
of...
the shot in the graveyard, that was like a photo shoot, so off we went and did that. But the smile I did at the end of the film, I mean, they say they wrote it and it was genius, but it wasn't. I was smiling at my dad. My dad was behind me, and I was there for like 10 minutes bored and turned around and smiled at him. It was nothing to do with what they wanted.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting.
Yes.
Being so young, not having a recollection of opportunity, is there one scene that really sticks out in your mind that you remember very vividly?
Yeah, the baboons. It's just like, there's the baboons. They stink. Go to a baboon park, smell them. You won't forget that. Yes.
So I already talked about the other actors, but there's still one of the great living British actors still alive. Just wondering if he's contacted you since maybe David Warner.
David Warner? No, I haven't really. No, never. I think if I'd have been in that field, you might have bumped into people and everything, but I just, you know, don't really associate with that sort of people. I mean, when I was on set for the second one, and there was like Lee Shriver there, and they was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing now? You know, you're still trying to act." I was like, "No," and I was just shocked. I was like, "Oh, why?" I was like, "I don't want to." And that was just shocking for them.
I think we have time for a couple more.
Yes. I think so. Yeah, I like them. They're good. Don't like this bit. Yes. Oh, I tell you what, Cheshire Zoo, obviously I'm 5, it was great. You know, you literally had the zoo to yourself. I mean, that's like, you know, when you get rich and famous and they shut shops for you. I was like, yes, it's my zoo for the day. It's good. You know, and I could do what I wanted and, you know, play with this, play with that. Obviously, they made me do a little bit of filming, but it was good. Cheshire Zoo was great.
All right, we're going to let Harvey go. Oh, one more question.
Oh.
He's almost free.
I'm sorry? Oh, well, I've got a chauffeur company, and I'd still do a bit of trading. Not tons, but I trade like like sort of oils, futures bonds, like small, nothing big. So between them two, that sort of takes my time up. And conventions.
All right, well, if you run across a six-pack of Shriner, please drop it off.
Room 4-2 something.
All right. Thank you very much. Big hand for Harvey.